Hey everybody, this is Patricia. Welcome back to my channel. Today is my weekly weight loss check-in. This is week number 49. I checked this time. I looked before I started filming, so it is week number 49. And this past week, after listening to everybody's comments and taking them all in, I decided, okay, this week I went from 1,100 calories to 1,300 calories. And I dropped down the amount of time I exercised to only 3 times this week. And I gained 2 pounds. So the 2 pounds I've lost over the last 2 weeks, I have back today. So, yeah. I think this week I am going to go to 1,200 calories a day. And I'm not sure how often I'm going to exercise yet. I have my exercise clothes on. I have not exercised today yet. So, I don't know yet. But I am going to exercise today. But, yeah. My week, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week. I forgot to tell you all last week what was coming up. I don't know why. It just totally slipped my mind. Some of you may not know. Some of you do know. I have one son. He's 14. He's almost 15. He's 14. And my son is autistic. So we haven't flown anywhere. I haven't flown since my wedding. I haven't gone anywhere since my wedding. We got married in May, the end of May, and we flew back home from Hawaii in June, the 1st of June. And I got pregnant in August with Nathan. And, yeah, then life happened. And then discover your child has autism and sounds and noises and just, it's a whole thing. But, so he wants to go to Europe. We would love to go back to Europe, my husband and I. My husband's been on business, and I went back before I was married. I spent a month in Europe. I got to travel around to Germany, Austria, and Switzerland with some friends. So, yeah, I'd like to go back to Europe. So, can't go to Europe without flying. So, we went on Saturday. Our airport hosted this event. It was our airport along with the Legion Airlines. And they hosted Wings for Autism. It was so cool. We had to be at the airport about 8:30. So we got there. We went to the check-in table. We checked in. They sent us all the way to the actual Allegiant where you go and check in to board a flight. We checked in there. They gave us fake boarding passes. We went through security. That was a little worry for me. And he did get a little rattled with security. One, they picked him to go through the x-ray, and I went through with him, not at the same time, but I went behind him. And then they had to pat him down. And those of you who don't know, autistic people do not like to be touched. That he kind of winced a little. And what was so great was the TSA worker was like, this was learning for them too. They said, he's kind of, I said, autistic people don't like to be touched. And he says, that's what today is for us to learn too. So the guy who was patting him down realized, he's doing that because I'm touching him. But we both explained to him that's something that has to be done. Just kind of go with it and it'll be over with. So after we went through that, we walked around and went in the gift shops, and he got to look around a little bit. We went to our gate, and we waited to board like everybody else, and it was so cool. But it was more. I told him this was a little more than what would normally happen because they had balloons set up and it's decorated for Valentine's Day, and the pilot, the co-pilot, some other dignitaries were standing out there, at the gate where you go to board. And I said, that never happened. So not that I can remember, have I seen the pilot and co-pilot just waiting for you to come board the plane. But they were just kind of hanging around. And then we boarded the plane. And sorry about that. I had to get rid of a text. We boarded the plane, and as we're walking down the walkway, the pilot and the co-pilot again were standing right outside the door, and we had the flight attendants there, and we got to pick a seat. We walked in and we sat down, and we went through the whole thing, you know, the whole safety thing they explained, everything like you were going to take off. We had to put our seatbelts on. They came and checked and made sure our seatbelts on and everything was like it was supposed to be. Closed the overhead bins. Some kids brought suitcases, which was great. My son's old enough that I didn't have to bring a suitcase for him to kind of get the feeling. I'm like, I'm not putting up with a suitcase. I'm not fooling with a suitcase at the airport, dragging it around. So yeah, we didn't have any luggage on our flight. We didn't have anything to check. So then instead of, you know, we did the fake takeoff. I wish they had started the engines, because that sound is the other thing I'm kind of worried about. I was worried about the close quarters. And my son seemed to be okay with it. He sat by the window. And he seemed to be okay with it. I don't know how he would handle a long flight. But he seemed to be okay with us sitting there. And he and his dad were cracking jokes about the movie Airplane. And he was laughing. So it was all good. It was all good. I like that. Then instead of a beverage, you know, service, they came by and gave everybody wings. So I have a set of gold wings from Allegiant Airlines. My son wanted to know if it was real gold and if we could stop at the pawn shop and pawn them. It's like, no. And then we had our fake descent and then our disembarking. You could go up to the cockpit and sit in the cockpit next to the pilot and have your photo taken if you so desired. My son hates his photo taken, refuses to have his photo taken. I don't know what it is. He does not want his picture taken. Every picture we have of him, he's like, you know, I don't want my picture taken. It's lovely. When he was a child, he loved. When he would see a camera, he would just grin. No, those days are long gone. Teenager now. Oh, no pictures, no photos. So I have to sneak and take photos. I have to do sneaky photos. So then we left the plane. They had a little talk. Then they gave us a goodie bag and we filled it up with goodies. They had all kinds of, he got sunglasses from Allegiant Airlines and pins, and he got snacks, bottles of water and pretzels and just tons of different healthy snacks. Our bag was full. And so then we left, and here's the bad part. We went to Cece's Pizza. I don't like to go to Cece's Pizza. It's not healthy. Put it right out there. It's not healthy. And they were having some issues and it was busy. So instead of ordering my specialty pizza like I normally do, I normally order a pizza and I asked for it to have all the veggies, the red sauce, and no cheese. Well, it was so backed up. I'm like, if I order that specialty pizza, my family will be done eating by the time my pizza's ready. So I'm like, okay, I know they have veggie pizza. I'll just go ahead and have a little cheese. So I had a salad, which their salad bar, you know, it leaves a lot to be desired. It's not good. It's okay. So I had a salad. And then I went to get pizza. There was no veggie pizza to be had. I got the spinach Alfredo pizza, and then I got a slice of cheese pizza. And I really think that messed up my digestive system, all that cheese. It was just, oh, I hate to eat at Cece's. And my son and husband love just gorging on all that pizza. So I think next time I go, they do have pasta. I'm just going to stick with pasta and salad and just eat my weight in a salad from the salad bar. Although it never looks that clean. Well, it's not that it's not clean. It's messy. You know, people spill stuff. And So yeah, but that was my one regret this week. I did eat Cece's pizza. Anything else? I did have a glass of hard cider on Friday night. We went to see our friends play. They have a band called Pleasure Chest. I have several friends with several bands, but we went and saw Pleasure Chest, and my mother-in-law went with us, and we took our son. It was at a local brewery, and our friends Craig and Elsa joined us, and we had a great night. That was fun. We ate ahead of time at this Cajun low country style restaurant, but I had a veggie burger, so I didn't stray from my diet there. I ate a veggie burger, and that was enough for me. My husband had jambalaya, and my mother-in-law really wanted to go to this Cajun low country restaurant, and she ordered a club sandwich. Whatever. So yeah, it's not very Cajun or very low country. It's just a club sandwich, but that's okay. But my husband enjoyed his jambalaya, said it was really good. So that was it for eating out and things I did this past week. This coming week, I don't have anything planned at all that I can think of. Yeah, I can't think of anything. We were going to try to go out tomorrow and do some sightseeing around the area. I was going to Thomas Wolfe's house, but I don't know if the weather will cooperate. And besides, my husband now has decided to work tomorrow. He's taking Thursday off. My son is with his grandparents and won't be home till Thursday, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere sightseeing on Thursday because of that. And then my husband works all weekend, so maybe next Monday we might do something. It's supposed to be pretty. Supposed to be really nice, and the highs get. We had highs this week, 80 degrees. We had an 80-degree day. Amazing. And today it's kind of chilly, and I think it's around 40ish right now. Living in this area of the South, you never know. One day it's hot, next day it's cold. You know, it'll snow one day, you can wear shorts by the end of the week. You know, it's just crazy. So that's how it is here. So that's it. I want to show you some books I got at the library. I got this book. Oh, there you go. End Your Menopause Misery. 10-Day Self-Care Plan. I read this entire book. I didn't really learn anything except maybe about some hormone replacement therapy, which I'm really not interested in at this time. There wasn't much in this that I learned, unfortunately. It's not a very thick book. I read it real quickly. The only idea I got from this was under the exercise section. I think I'm going to try a new exercise maybe every 2 weeks. And I'm going to start today with yoga. I'm going to do yoga for 2 weeks and see how that goes. And then just kind of go from there. And I can do Pilates. You know, I can do, there's all different kinds, you know, kickboxing or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to start with yoga and see if I like yoga. Because I have kind of done yoga in the past, but not really. So yeah, I got that book. The second book I got, I have not read yet. And that's this one. Fit and Sexy for Life. It says, the hormone-free plan for staying slim, strong, and fabulous in your 40s, 50s, and beyond. So, I've checked this one out, and it looks like there's recipes in the back. A lot of it's recipes. I hate it when recipes take up like a good portion of your book. But then there's different exercises in here. And so, yeah, this looks interesting. Changing your body. It's time. This is no time to slow down. So yeah, that's what I want. Take 5 workouts. Then a whole thing about nourishing your body. And then the new chapter of our lives. So yeah, I'm going to read this one next. And I'm still searching for more books on menopause. Yeah, I've had a bad week of menopause. Those of you who are not interested in menopause, see ya. You can go away now. I'm going to explain to those of you who are like me, and this has hit me. I don't claim to know anything about menopause. This is all new to me. But this week, I have had zits worse than when I was a teenager. I don't know if you can see. This is my bad one. Do you see that? It's right where my glasses sit, and it hurts. So I've had one. Well, I can't see through the viewfinder. I need to get a little closer. But let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zits. 9 zits right here. This one is bad, and this one is bad. The others are smaller ones. I've done a pretty good job covering them up, except that one. That sucker is just like, it's inflamed because my glasses sit there. And so I've had that going on this week. I've had the hot flashes. I have depression. I can't really tell. I am aggravated that I am not figuring out this weight loss. It's not easy for me. Vaginal dryness. Yes, check. Got that. So, yeah. And I am from the South, so when you talk about certain things, you whisper them. You don't say certain things out loud. I learned that from my mother. Things get whispered, like vaginal dryness. You don't say that out loud. That's something you just don't. That's a Southern thing. That is a Southern thing. So anyway, I'm going to find some more books. I'm going to go and scour the library again. I go online. I don't go in the library and go up and down the aisles. I'll go online, go through the catalog, request the books, and have them sent to my local library, and I go pick them up. That's how I do it. So, yeah, I'm going to see if I can find anything else about losing weight. Maybe this one will be good. Since this is about being fit and sexy in your 40s, 50s, and beyond, hopefully I can learn some stuff from that, because I didn't really from the other book. And like I said, I'm not interested in hormone replacement therapy. I don't feel my symptoms are that bad. They're irritating. Yeah, it's irritating. Is it so irritating that I want to go on medication? No. So, yeah, I'm learning. I can deal with it. So, anyway, this has been a long check-in, so I'm just going to end this now. Thank you all for sticking with me through this journey, 49 weeks and counting, and I really do appreciate it, and I know a lot of you are going through this with me, and if you can take one thing away from what I have learned so far, is if you are younger and have not hit menopause, you need to get in shape before you hit menopause, because all of a sudden I've just ground to a halt and I've got to figure this out. I'm hoping maybe eating more this week and not working out much, maybe now it will like jumpstart me into a downward again. So we can only hope. So again, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, I loved all of you guys' suggestions. Thank you so much. If you have any more, leave them below. And I have my email down below. If you want to email me and we have a private chat, that's fine with me. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week.